Ever wish you could, like, clone your most reliable employee? Or even better, like, give them some kind of superpower so they can get twice as much done every day.
Okay, I like where you're going with this.
Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today, right? How one piece of equipment could actually be the secret weapon for your lawn care business.
We're really digging into this PermaGreen document. It's called $275,000 Your Numbers.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the real-life success stories they've got in there, really eye-opening.
Absolutely. And it's so easy to just focus on the numbers, right?
Right. Yeah.
But the real interesting part, I think, is figuring out the why behind them, you know?
Yeah.
It's about way more than just, like, raking in the cash. It's about creating a business that's just smarter, not just harder.
Yeah.
Smarter, not harder. I like that. Okay, so let's break this down. PermaGreen, they're comparing two successful lawn care businesses in this thing. And they both are using these riding sprayers, right?
Right.
So success story number one, they were making a pretty decent $275,000 a year.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Definitely not chump change.
Right.
But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Success story 2.
Yeah.
Using the same PermaGreen equipment, by the way, brought in more than $500,000.
Get out of here.
$554,159 to be exact.
Wow. Okay, so what were they doing that was so different that they were able to more than double the output?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
And while they don't totally spell it out in the document, they do highlight something that many lawn care pros probably don't even realize.
Okay.
The crazy amount of walking they do every single day.
Yeah, sure.
Just to give you an idea.
Okay, yeah.
Success story 1, even with those pretty great numbers, it works out to almost 2,000 miles walked per year.
2,000 miles.
Can you believe that?
No. I mean, that's like walking from here to, like, I don't even know.
It's wild.
That's a lot of walking.
Yeah, it really puts it into perspective. Imagine all the time and energy, all the wear and tear on your body just getting from one job to the next.
Yeah.
Think about your own operation for a second.
Okay.
How much time could you save? How many more clients could you reach if you weren't limited by, how much you could physically walk every day?
Yeah, it makes you think.
Right,
You
yeah.
really got to factor in that kind of stuff.
Right.
So that's where these riding spreader sprayers come in.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. Both of these success stories, they consistently hit this, like, sweet spot of a 98, 99% application rate.
That's huge.
That's huge.
Huge, because consistent application means better results for your clients.
Right.
Better results means happier customers. Happier customers, they stick around longer, tell their friends.
Yeah. Word of mouth.
It's like a domino effect.
Totally, yeah. It's all connected. And it's not even just about finding new clients, right? It's also about keeping those experienced employees happy and healthy enough to stick around.
Oh, 100%.
And this document, it talks about this 64-year-old pro, right? Handling 300,000 square feet per day.
On the PermaGreen. That's amazing.
On the PermaGreen. And then there's this other story about a 78-year-old guy who finally decided to retire after working for, get this, 35 years. That's incredible. I mean, just don't see that kind of dedication and, like, longevity in jobs that are that physically demanding.
Absolutely. Especially these days, attracting and then keeping good people. It's more important now than it's ever been.
Yeah.
It's tough out there.
It is.
PermaGreen, it makes the work physically easier, which, it helps people work longer, but it also opens up the field for all sorts of people who maybe couldn't handle that much physical stress.
Makes it more accessible. I like that.
Absolutely.
So, speaking of happy customers, I got to tell you about this one story. Really stuck with me, right? It's about this PermaGreen owner, and he's joking, but, I think he's kind of serious. He's like, the only time I ever lose a client is if they move, they die, or they get divorced. And even then, he says, I usually end up signing up the wife.
Wow.
I know.
I mean, that tells you everything you need to know right there. That level of customer satisfaction, that's the dream.
Right.
When your whole system is set up to deliver amazing results day in and day out, it takes the pressure off everyone.
Totally.
Work is better. The clients are happier. The business, it practically runs itself.
Which I think brings us back to our main point. It's not just about the equipment. It's about, like, the ripple effect it has on your whole business.
Yeah.
Happier employees, more loyal customers, and ultimately a much healthier bottom line.
Yeah. You hit the nail on the head. And here's the kicker. The document, it says that owning a PermaGreen it could cost you as little as $9 a day.
$9.
$9. So it really makes you think, right?
It does, yeah.
How could that small of an investment, how could that transform your business?
Wow.
And I'm not just talking about the numbers here, but everything.
It's really something to think about.
It is. What could you achieve with that kind of efficiency and longevity in your business?